All right, fam. So basically, I called in the GI film. I summoned the Avengers because today I looked on the GI Rants video on YouTube Personas, and I'm like, okay, I hear it. I was a part of that conversation. All right, good and all. Let me check out the comment section. I go into the comment section, and I see the most absurd fuck shit I've ever seen ever, fam. It's like thinking like you hanging out with your friends, and like I consider y'all homies, fam. If y'all watch us, you fuck with what we do, you the homie. But you in the comment section, it's like finding out your homie like subtly believes in like some fuckboy shit. Like he has fuckboy tendencies. I'm like, nah, it ain't happening, man. Ain't no fuckboys in our circle.
Okay, so are you gonna explain?
Yeah. So basically, I went into the comment section and I saw people typing things like, "Okay, it's okay to be fraudulent on YouTube as long as it's for entertainment purposes." And I'm like, "No, incorrect. It's called YouTube. You put yourself on YouTube. I mean, I know it's okay to like, what do you call it? Be entertaining in terms of like, the way you tell jokes. But at the end of the day, you need to be that same person when I meet you in real life. Like, I'm tired of. That's the reason why you fuck with us in the first place, right? Or am I wrong?
Before you continue, let's nip this in the bud. There's different types of YouTubers, but because we can't be talking about people that like legit have like acting like that.
I think what you're trying to get at, they totally missed the point of it. We understand there's different types of YouTubers, like the comedy sketch guys. They position themselves as comedy sketch individuals, and that's what they're about. I think what they misunderstood what we were talking about is people who portray themselves as real individuals, and then you meet them in real life, and there's nothing real about them. Like that, we weren't talking about people who do like comedy sketches or people who play a character or shit like that. Like, and that's a character. We're talking about the ones that. Go ahead, my bad.
No, my bad. A lot of them though actually probably have this social disorder where they really can't show what they are in internet personas. So when they meet you in real life, they're socially awkward. So maybe they act differently because of that too.
I mean, I can't. If they're, go ahead. I was like, I can't really get mad at what they were saying in the comment section. Like, if they enjoy that shit, then like whatever. One thing I wish they would understand is like these conversations, we're just having a conversation. Like we don't hate anybody. Like I personally don't hate anybody. I just don't fuck with them. And there's a difference. But go ahead, Moji.
Like my thing is like you said, we don't hate anybody, fam. But my thing is like,
I hate you.
If that's good to know, Siggy. But my thing is like, we don't hate anybody. But at the end of the day, it's like, if you guys mess with us, if you guys can mess with us because we're true to ourselves and that's what you see is what you get, then my thing is like, how can you go on the other end and say that, especially in a video of ours, that you fuck with other people that are fraudulent? I don't understand like how you can have both. It's like you have your cake and you want to eat it. You want to eat it too. And I was like, because in this comment, like, let me read one. It says, "Yes, I was about to put my thoughts in on this, and then I decided to look down at the comment section first. First, that shows me that you don't have a mind of your own. So you listen to what other people say, which is something I don't fuck with to begin with. Anyway, it's pretty much unanimous. Y'all are way off on this one. YouTube is a hustle just like any other job. You do what you got to do to get another dollar. If you got to put on a persona for the camera, you do that. If you work at McDonald's, you're going to have to take an order, drop some fries, but you may not even cook at your own house. Somebody else said you got to separate reality from the net, and that's real. Just like 90% of the people on social media profiles, they don't live as great as they try to portray. It's all hustle in some kind of way. I know you guys have a certain goal for your channels and everything, but that doesn't even need to be the case with other people. It's almost like coming at somebody because they work at a certain job, so you don't want to kick it with them because you don't like where they work. Like what? Let the next man make his paper and you do what you do. Then if y'all want to rock with each other on a personal tip, forget all the business stuff, then let it be that." I'm just like,
well, let me counter that though, because working at a job and putting on a persona and working on YouTube are two completely different things. If you don't smile and be nice and do all this shit and pretty much take disrespect from random fuckboys at your job, you get fired. And that's your way of living. But on YouTube, you dictate what type of content you put up. And plenty of people on YouTube are making money that are fucking dicks. So I don't understand that. Like, working at a job is not the same. And putting on a persona.
I saw a lot of those comments along the lines, and like my thing is like, if you're gonna be a persona, understand. Like there's, I feel like they don't understand. There's a difference. Like I just feel like you can't position yourself as a real individual, and then when I encounter you, you're not real. Like maybe it's because they haven't met these people. There's like I feel like if you meet these people, you would feel some type of way too. Like it's. But I can understand both sides of the argument. Like for them, it's just entertainment. But then I also look at it like
when we meet them,
you have to also look at the fact that YouTube, the first word in YouTube is you. You. The foundation of this website was built on who you are, and it's like over the past couple years, it's turned from being about individuals and their stories into a fucking shit show where everybody's a fucking buffoon and a clown and shit. And I saw somebody in the comment section say, "Oh, you guys don't cuss in the real world. You guys don't troll and talk shit." Yes, I do. Yes, I do, nigga. I talk my shit in the real world. What you see on camera is what you get. That's how I am. Now, I'm not always turned the fuck up. And I tell that to people. There's a time and a place for that shit. But yeah, I talk my shit to your face if you saw me. Like, so my thing is like, it's like, you guys don't understand that the name of the site is YouTube. And it's no longer about who they are anymore. And it's more about creating these fucking characters. And it's like, that's the foundation this website was built on. And think about, that was a strong foundation. Once you tear that foundation around down, then the house comes down eventually. That it is a problem with that.
And another thing is like, what do you call it? You guys keep relating YouTubers to like actors. Like YouTubers are not actors unless they're doing like skits where they
position themselves as that type of
character. Like a person who's playing games is supposed to be that, a person playing games, not fucking James Bond playing a game. Like that's not what YouTube is. It's not a character.
To put it in perspective for you, Moshi, like what you guys are saying in the comment section, you say YouTubers are actors. You're now saying that a person who does pack openings and screams like a fucking retard is an actor. Now you're insulting actors when you say that shit, bruh. Acting is a skill. It's a craft. Fucking doing pack openings and going, oh, that's not a skill set. You're just being a retard, bruh.
I think like there's a difference on like why
actors are doing that now though.
no,
Not any of the 180 awards.
I feel like it comes down to like a perspective difference, mainly because it's like as us where we're actually doing the craft and we go to events and we meet these people and then we're like, okay, we actually see them firsthand and they're not what they seem to be. I was saying earlier, like when we were in LA last year and we met each other, we all were our own personalities that you see on YouTube. We were all what we like see in Discord and here. Like we came off as 100% ourselves. However, when we saw someone else, it was like, why are you not acting like the same way you do in your videos? Oh, because you're in public and you don't want to look like an idiot? Okay.
Right, so then why you do it in your videos then?
That's where the perspective of, okay, so you're not really what you portray to be, because it's like they portray to be something that they aren't all the time. Exactly. And it's within reason.
Because I think like, a lot of the people they'll get put in a position where they have to be like that. I'm gonna take some of these Minecraft people, for example. I met some of them in real life and they're completely different, but I think they have to be because I think their audience can't relate to what they really are. So
that's their fault.
If you all right, let's say one of us decided to start up Minecraft and we decided to do Minecraft, I don't know,
Minecraft mostly,
whatever. But the more we start doing it, you're gonna lose your base, and then the base that comes in is gonna be, you have to tailor to them, or else they don't know what you're talking about. And then if you want to continue, then you almost are forced to drop down to their level.
I'll put it like this. I feel like you shouldn't even bleep his name out, but you can if you need to. Boogie. I feel like Boogie is a perfect example where he has a great channel and he also has a personality of Francis where he just screams.
I like Boogie.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like of course, we all rage when we play video games every now and then. And I feel like that's a small part of his personality as well as a small part of his channel. But that's not the entirety. Where you have other people that's always yelling, always screaming, or always saying nigga this, nigga that, bitch, and being 10 times what they really are in real life on YouTube. And that's the entirety of their YouTube channel.
Exactly. Right. And I think the worst part about that is then, see, that type of thinking is where you get motherfuckers who are like, you fucking nigger on Xbox Live, but like would never even dream to say anything close to that.
He's just playing a character, Anon. He's just an actor. Because the word actor has been degraded now thanks to the YouTube comment section. But like to put it even in further perspective, because like it's not even like about, because I feel like they're interpreting as we just hate them, like because they're successful. It's more along the lines for me of you see them in one video, right? And they're like the most confident motherfucker in their damn videos. And then you see them in the real world and they're not even like, they're scared to even have a conversation. It's like, well, who are you, fam? Like it just throws you off, bro. So it's not coming from a place of hatred for me. It's coming from I don't fucking understand. I don't understand the shit.
Bro, I'm not gonna name no names, but I'll give you one example. Like it was when we were at the Polaris party with like Siggy, it was me, Siggy, Ace, and we were at the Polaris party. And what do you call it? I'm like in a corner, you know, I'm eating my pizza. And
that sounds like you.
Yep, that sounds like me, exactly. And you're not gonna get anything else. I'm not gonna be eating a salad in public. You know what I mean?
Good.
But anyway, like I'm sitting there and I'm like, these are Minecrafters, so already know like the archetype they're trying to portray. They're like, oh yeah, what's up, guys? Like, yeah, together, unity, and I'm a humble guy, but like I'm listening to them, and it's like 4 of them, and they're like in the corner, and they're like, talking about how great they are, fam. Like talking like just like being so cocky, fam. And all they do is play Minecraft.
The best part. Now, here was the best part about their conversation. Yeah, me and Moshi were listening to it. They actually had the nerve to say that everybody else was awkward, that they're the normal. They were like, I mean, it was hilarious because they were legit thinking that everybody else was the fraud, but they were the real ones. But
let's rewind the tape and let's pretend like these quote unquote YouTube persona are actors, as a lot of you guys give them credit. They're on what's that website, IMB or whatever, where
IMDb.
Now they're actors, right? Okay, let's say they are actors. Why are all these actors on YouTube playing the same fucking character? If they're such great actors, why can't everybody be a different character? Like what you're saying in the comment section is you're okay. It's like going in the movies and every movie is fucking Captain America Civil War. And that was a great movie, but I don't want every movie to be that damn movie. Can we get some diversity? Goddamn. If you're gonna, like, at bare minimum, if you're gonna be a persona, can you motherfuckers be a different type of persona at least? Like, because they're actors now, right? They're Scorsese, right, baby?
Everyone in the 2K community is a real nigga. Everyone in Minecraft is, hey, what's up, guys? You want to play a game with me, little buddy? Sure. And it's like... It's like, come on, bro. Where's the balance? Where's the guy that's, hey, bro, I'm a casual basketball fan. I ball every now and then. It is what it is. And like, do something else. Like, come on.
And I like to play 2K. You know what I'm saying? This is my life story. And this is it. My thing, I think what people are missing, and this goes back to what I said, the first word in YouTube is you. You. If you choose to be you, you will have a unique story to tell on your channel. And there would be a lot more unique channels if you just be yourself. But it's like everybody's being an archetype. There's a prototype or an archetype for fucking Minecraft, for 2K, for the random indie games. Like there's it's like I can literally go down a list of channels and all you guys act the same.
Bruh, like I'm gonna shout him out, but like the homie Mavatak, he played a game on his channel called YouTuber Life, and I kid you not, it has that shit down to a science, bro. Like even to like where you're like sitting down to make a video, what you're gonna say, like insert lowbrow comedy joke here or some shit, and then it combos and shit, and then depending on how well you do, it depends. It gives you a certain amount of views and subscribers. I'm like, bro, they have it down to a formula where they can make a game out of you motherfuckers. It's like, it's a joke.
It is a joke.
what's the name? And I could actually argue, like, because everybody's majority of YouTuber personas now, at least on the gaming side, I could argue it's gonna crash the fucking site because gaming is the biggest portion of YouTube. And eventually, if everybody's acting the same, everybody's gonna get tired of that shit. You may like Persona X now, but you're not gonna like them a year or two down the road because they're acting exactly like the thousands of channels that open up every day. And as you know, too much of anything is bad. You eat too much, you get fat. You work out too much, you get injured. You know what I'm saying? Like, too much of anything is just bad for you. So it's like there needs to be some type of diversity.
Balance.
And there would be diversity if you be you. Be you. God damn.
Y'all are giving these fraudulent people a cop out by saying
A pass.
a pass, like by saying do anything that's necessary to get up there. And I'm just like, fam, it's like you just said, like, go ahead, be fake. What do you call it? Play games you don't want to play. By that definition, everybody here should be playing Honeycam. Everybody here should be playing Five Nights at Freddy's. It's like we know what works, man. But
you know what the worst part is, Moshi? If we were to all flip our channels and start acting like these personas, these frauds that they fucking defend, they would call us out in the comment section. Why are you acting like that, nigga? You subscribe to 200 people like that. Two other people like that. Why you acting like that?
You said you like actors,
right? I'm an actor now.
Yeah.
I just got an IMB.
What's crazy is we legit seeing like people emulate TB8s live on Views from the Tube.
And you guys criticize them.
Should we defend them,
out,
or should you criticize them like we do in the comments? Because the thing is with YouTube, I'm gonna be real. Like, everyone is copying someone else. Well, a lot of people are copying
To some degree.
Everyone else.
To some degree.
Yeah, it's impossible to be 100% original, but everybody has unique life experiences.
But it's like,
as long as
your
you
own
shout
flair.
them out, it's okay, right?
No. I agree with Moshi on this subject completely. Like, we can't defend. I feel like if we give them an inch, they're gonna take a mile. So I can't defend people saying, "Oh, but that's just the persona for this." However, there are certain genres of people that are like acting, and like my thing is, if you are acting with a script and people know it is fiction, and we know it is 100% fiction, then you get a pass. We're not even talking about you in this conversation. But if you do makeup and you're so nice and go friendly in your makeup videos, and you pretend to network with a bunch of YouTubers in your area, and you're a real bitch in real life, then we're talking about you. If you do pack openings and like you're cocky and you're loud about everything that you do, and we see you at an event and you're shy in a corner biting your nails, we're talking about you, fam. It's like
It's a case, like I said at the beginning. I feel like they're misunderstanding us. We're not talking about someone like a Filthy Frank. Like, that's obviously a persona designed for comedy, bro. Like, that's so obvious. We're talking about people who position themselves as real individuals, but really are frauds.
Yeah, and we didn't bring this up, to put the dunce cap on you and like sit you down in a corner. We did this because like we call ourselves the Enlightened Gamers, and like, what do you call it? We basically showed you like what's real and what's fake, and for you to sit there and say like that people being fraudulent is what's real, or the social norm, or what's okay, and you just accepting that is like, it's pulling us back. It's like you're undoing like what we're trying to instill in you, what we're trying to teach you, and it's like.
It goes back to what I said like a few weeks ago. Everybody's so fake nowadays. When somebody says some real shit, it comes across as fake. Like, it's so fucking ass backwards nowadays.
I can tell you though, when we go into these events, a lot of the ones that are fake, you can tell they hate it in the end. So if they do choose that path, you could tell they're miserable because they want to be themselves out there, and then they can't because
we know a few fakes.
They talk normal to some of us, and then a fan will come up to them, and they have to put the stupid voice on, and then you can tell that it's killing them in the inside.
It's killing their soul.
Because they're actors, they have to be in character all the time, bro. And like, it's like I could imagine like these screamers, how many fucking Halls packs they got like in their closet or whatever, trying to menthols, trying to fucking soothe their throat from all that scream. Like that's just not a lifestyle to live, bro. Like we gotta get off that shit.
I guess the best advice for sure is be yourself if you want to start it, because if you do go down that path where you're not yourself, you're gonna hate it. That's why you see a lot of people also have 10 different channels, because they're trying to figure out how to get rid of it, and they hope another one is just as successful so they can finally drop that crap.
There's like two phrases that I use, and I normally use them in like different terms, but like it's really They really should be used together. I say you put the U in YouTube as well as YouTube is a marathon, not a race. So like part of the race is enduring it and still like staying true to yourself. I was gonna make a video about like integrity. That's like much needed from not even, you know, just about being personas, but as well like taking monetary offers. But I feel like a lot of people need to realize that you got to be yourself when you do YouTube, because like you don't want to try and be like your big brother that's cool and then emulate that on YouTube, and in real life you nothing like him, and then you hate yourself and hate him for that. Like that's just not cool, bro. Be yourself, fam, and try and
also
just be you for the longest.
What's the end game too? Because like, let's say you come up like you're a 20-year-old or whatever, 2021, you come up as a Minecraft, the Minecraft pedo archetype. Hey, hello guys, it's me, and like you talk all weird. What happens when you're like 28, 29, 30? You're starting pushing it. You're still on YouTube. Like you get big, you have like millions of subscribers. Like you want to be doing that like when you're 30 and like for like I would like. I feel like there's no end game to any of this.
True.
Definitely not. Especially since the older you get, there's still going to be kids watching that.
Right.
They'll stay the same age, young, and you're the one getting old. And by the time you look up, you're gonna hate yourself. I'm telling you. I know we're not gonna say any names, but that one dude, I know we know who we're talking about. He hates it. I know he does.
So I think. Listen, I think overall this was just. I feel like it was a misunderstanding. Hopefully people understand where we're coming from. We're not talking about everybody, but I'm sure there'll be some motherfucker that misconstrues our words, because what's a world without enigma?
Always.
Essentially, this is kind of a be yourself thing, but even in the sense of if you want to portray somebody else, like, you know, going back to Filthy Frank, like he actually himself wanted to portray Filthy Frank, so it's not just like, oh, I'm doing this because of X, Y, and Z. Is like, oh, I want to do it, you know. So in a sense, that's still him being himself. You know what I'm saying? So
and it's clearly fiction. Like
exactly.
I would not expect to see him in real life acting any way like he does in his videos. It's clearly over the top.
All right. But
Stop.
Yeah. And I didn't mean to call you guys like fuck boys, but it's like it's very disappointing like seeing like people have that mindset, especially like when you call yourself what you call it, you know, supporters of like GI and stuff, because we don't support that kind of stuff, and we fight every day to like, you know, succeed while being ourselves. So to hear that you support people being fraudulent, it's just kind of like it's disheartening. You know what I mean?
it literally makes no sense. It's like saying, because like it's like you guys support us because we're real, but then you say you also support fake people. It makes no sense in a sense. Like that's like saying you support Trump and Bernie Sanders or Trump and Hillary Clinton. It's like you can't play both sides of the fence, bro. It doesn't make sense.
It can only be one.
In some cases. Anyways, you motherfuckers done talking.
I'm done.
Yeah. Hit the like button, bitches.